All right, welcome to my Pick Three at a Glance family. How's everybody doing today? Today is November the 17th, 2022. This is a strategy session for the Pick Three at a Glance. Pick Three at a Glance works for all states, anywhere where they use 1,000 numbers around the globe. What we do is we take 22 numbers and we do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers, and we have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. And that way we always can track the numbers and know why we plan any of the 1,000 numbers. And with working with the law of average, we simply just track down the numbers, build a bucket list, and we'll always know what numbers we plan and why we plan those numbers. What I always say, we're the home of the no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no grids, no flips, or no multiple 100,000 different rundowns that they use to try to hit the number the next day, because the system's not made up for that. It's made up for you to lose, not for you to win, and winning to hit numbers the next day. What we do is track the numbers down, and by the law of average, we let the law of average work to our advantage, and we'll always know what numbers to play and how to play them. So what we have here, from starting from June, July of 2022, we track down the numbers that are left to play for Missouri evening draw. And this system works for all states, but I'm using Missouri evening draw to illustrate how the law of average works and how we use it to our advantage. Now, if you don't know why you play the number, don't play it, okay? You see the numbers up top, which is the 160, the 076, and the 574. Those are my everyday carry numbers. If I'm going to play every day, those are my pet numbers or everyday numbers that I'm going to carry each and every day. So what I'm looking at, this 160, 076, 574, having failed straight just like that in 15 years on Missouri evening. So doing my tracking, I realized that, and the reason I was tracking it because I noticed that none of those three numbers fell at all in 2021 on Missouri evening draw. So quite naturally, I added those to my bucket list to carry for 2022. And everything you see in red so far, we've hit. All right. Just by simple tracking the system and using my strategy. The 076 came 760. I hit it pretty decent amount of money. The 574, it came 457. I hit it also, but I'm still playing it as 076 and 574 and 160 until it comes in. All right. And like I said, everything in red, we've hit. Okay. And my strategy is, like you see that the ones that's not, and I'm leaving them on the board so you can see how the law average works. And the numbers that are not circled in red are the numbers that are still available to play. All right, with no guesswork. And I'm looking at mainly at this 4, 5, 6, to 7, 8, and the 901. If you go to my tutorial videos, you'll see that there's columns for here, from 12 columns for 12 numbers, and this 456 is 078, and this 901 is in column 1, and it's 012. And these numbers haven't hit yet, so that's three numbers out of that column for the year hadn't hit. So that's why I'm looking at them. If you're going to play responsibly. Take you about bet 50 cents straight on these three, okay? Or take you, $2.50 bet, 5 numbers for 50 cents if you're going to be an everyday player until they come. All right. Also, on these numbers that haven't failed yet, I look at matching up the pairs, like this 091 is 016 and it's 018. They all have 01, so they paired. So I would play those, maybe 50 cent box. All right. Anything that matches up with a pair, like this 915 and this 815, and where there might be another 1-5, I'll match up the 1-5s. Any of the pairs, I would match them up to play. Here is the mirrors. On these mirrors here, I have 4, 5, 6, and the 901. Like I said, they're in that column. 4, 5, 6, and the 901. They mirror each other. They're just the opposite of each other. So for the whole year, these mirrors on this straights have not failed yet. So by law average, I'm looking for one or the other to fall. Okay? So if you was playing, I'd play these here, 50 cent a piece or a straight box a piece, however you want to play it. Not a whole lot of money when you can strategize with the actual numbers and you're looking at the actual numbers and knowing what you're doing with them. And anywhere in the state, if you're just following me and my strategy and you're using my system, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay? No, it's easy peasy, no fuss, no muss, no guesswork. Same way here with the doubles. These doubles are available. I just said for somebody to play the 880 and the 800 because they hadn't failed. They paired the pairs of each other. They're not the opposite, but they pair each other. And they then the 008 just came in. So if you're looking at all the numbers, you know what numbers need to be played. Was left. Okay. So these are the numbers here that's just left. The doubles that's just left for the rest of the year. They haven't hit yet. Okay. And you see this 233 and the 788. They mirror. They're the opposite of each other. And so law average again works in your favor when a number in its opposite hadn't failed. One of the two more than likely will come out. Same here with the 225 and the 770. They're the opposite of each other. Okay, this here is really simple to do, easy tracking. Triples here, if you're a triple player, the way I posted the triple threes and they came in, 3-3 pair hadn't failed like 90 days. So I realized that, okay, threes, triple threes, and an 8, they mirrored each other. I say one of the two has to fall by law average. So I posted them on the whiteboard to be played, and it came out. Same here, front pairs and back pairs. When you can dissect all the numbers like this, there's no guesswork. You don't need, where are you going to go to get any other numbers when you're looking at the actual numbers yourself? Okay, same here. These front pairs, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. They came in the double twos. I'm leaving them on the board so you can see them. If they come back, that's still a hit because I'm thinking on average, numbers hit about 3 times out of the year. All right. So if they haven't hit, I'm still going to leave them on the board. So you got 22, 25, 37, 70, 86, 95, 28, and 80. 80. So these are the numbers left for the front pair. All right. Same way with the back pair. You got 24, 38, 32, 77, and 88. All right. For the rest of the year. Okay. And we're going to see how this works out from now to the end of December. And right here, the 3-8 pair that I've said that hadn't played for 127 days, and it just hit this month as 839, and we hit it. Okay, just working with the law average, and then you see the 3-8 hadn't failed on the back end, and it's been over 120 some days since it hit, and the only times it didn't hit recently was with the 839. If I was to play this 3-8 with a number, I'd make sure I put it on the back end. And it would be 038, 138, 238, 338, 438, 538, 638, 738, 838, or 938. I just play the 3-8s down like that 50-cent box. And if I have money to spare and I want to take a chance on the 3-8, I'll just play it all the way down straight box. All right. Or I would, on here, you still got another way I do, like you got the 2-8 front here and the 2-8 back. Not the 2-8 front and the 8-8 back. If I'm looking for a number to play like this, and I like them when I see them like this, my number would be 288. And if I only got a little money to play and I want to play around, If I was somebody, I'd play this 288 straight box. Then I put 50 cents on the front end of the 2-8, and I put, if you're in your state and you can do that, I'd put 50 cents on the back end of the 8-8. So if the straight box, I got it for $1, it comes in, or if the 2-8 just come on the front, I got it for 50 cents and it comes in, or if the 8-8 come on the back, I got it for 50 cents. In Missouri, that would be $30 for either one of them you play, and then for the straight box, it's going to be $400 because you're going to get $300 for the straight, and for a double for 50 cent box, you get $100. So that's $400 right there, just off a $2 bet, and just play it till it comes. That would be my main one to play. But I already got my numbers that I'm playing, and I'm not falling off them trying to catch all of these until these hit. Now, when these hit, I already got my eye on them to put on my bucket list. Okay, and this normally how I play. If I look for something like this 288, and I put the 50 cent on it because I know this ain't came out yet. I put 50 cent on the back, or on the front, and 50 cent on the back. If I hit the 50 cent front or back, I'll still play the 288 because that's like either be $300. $30 that I can use to keep playing that number for $2. That's something to look at. Another thing, on the 3-8 on the back, I'm making it where here, this 3-8, last time it played was October 6, 2021. That's past a year now, right? And it came as 338. Those are things you look for when you're playing pick 3. Play it for fun and you'll win. Don't try to hit hard every day. Just track them numbers down. They're going to fall in line and you're going to be able to hit them right. And it ain't going to be no everyday hit. On average, I look to hit about 4 or 5 times big out of a year. Because I know how the numbers fall. You're only going to be able to hit a third of the 1,000 numbers each year. No matter what you're doing, what run down, whatever you're doing, I don't care what you're doing, you're only going to get about a third of those 1,000 every year. So a third of 1,000 is 300 numbers. It's 365 days in a year. That's all you're going to get. So why are you trying to kill yourself to figure out a number to hit every day? It's not set up like that. It's set up for you to lose and not to win. But you got to know what you're up against in order to win. And if you're not tracking, you have no idea what you're up against. You playing in the dark. All right? Listen to what I'm saying. You got 1,000 numbers. And out of 1,000 numbers, you got 300 numbers you can play. I'm just rounding the numbers off. That's a third of those numbers. So you're going to always only have a third of the numbers you can hit every year. That's why you can almost only hit 3 straight out of a year. And if you look, you hit 4 or 5 straight out of a year. And that's not including numbers that they bring right back. Like the 642. They just brought back yesterday, evening draw. And the last time it came out was September the 27th at 642. You see what I mean by knowing the numbers and tracking them? You got to use it to your advantage and not get yourself in a hole trying to hit these numbers every day and win big. You're not going to do it. Until somebody show me something different. Numbers don't lie. Like I said, you got 1,000 numbers. You got 300 numbers that you got a chance to hit out of 1,000 numbers. You still got about 700 numbers you ain't going to hit. Okay? All right, family. But this is strategy, and it works. You always got your eye on what numbers to play. Out of those 1,000. The actual numbers. No guesswork. All right. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.